All right. Welcome to Know Before You Go. Quick question. Who has gone to a family reunion before? Good. You are all the experts, and I am the host with the microphone. So please share as we're going through all of this, because this is for everyone. So, first off, it's February 17th through the 21st. Make sure you get there and actually go to some classes. We have had people in Vegas before go and not go to anything. So, definitely come. Let's start with a quick video on our keynote speaker. Clapping or cheering or something. There we go. Okay, so I wanted to start with what family reunion really is. So if you don't know, this is Mo Anderson. She was the CEO right after Gary Keller. So Gary Keller started Keller Williams, was the CEO, then Mo took over for him. And she was looking for a way to reunite everyone every year. So they came up with this idea to have a family reunion, and they've done it when they started. It was something like 50 people, they would say. And now I think that there's 12,000 people registered to go. 20? That's not real. That's a made up number. I think that's the max that we can do. Yeah. Yeah. So the last I heard was like 12,000, but that might be increasing. So uh, it is a time to get together and know there's a few big takeaways that you should have. We'll talk a few of these, but you should definitely learn some things from the classes, and you should definitely meet people that you want to keep in touch with and become better friends with people in the office. So, fun facts about Mandalay Bay. Who's staying at Mandalay, by the way? I am as well. Who's at the Luxor? Who's somewhere different? I did not know this. The Golden Glow. The windows actually have real dust infused into their glass. So, yeah. Yep. That's what we're paying for. Yeah. Every time you look out the window, know you're looking through glass or gold. Yeah. And glass. Shark Reef Aquarium has 2,000 animals. Uh, I didn't even look at this last time that it was here, but it's right by the convention center. So, something interesting. 11-acre tropical oasis with sand for the beach. It's got the event Cirque du Soleil. It's got Michael Jackson 1. So definitely worth going to that. Yes. So go see the aquarium, the Mandalay Beach, Michael Jackson 1 for sure. It's got a bunch of great places to eat. If you're never want to go outside, you can just stay in Mandalay the entire time. House of Blues, and it's got a spa. Yeah. So, what's the weather like? Has anyone looked up what it's going to be? 70s. So that is pool weather when we're coming from our 30-degree Utah. So, yes, freezing. It is always cold in the convention center. So, yeah, I would wear a jacket to the convention center and then go outside and warm up. Kind of an idea. So, here's where it is, just to get a lay of the land. So, this is Mandalay, Luxor. This has a beam of light that goes out of it if you haven't ever been to Vegas. This is the convention center over here. So you can imagine the amount of walking you will do. It is huge. And some of the classes might be over on this end, and other might be over on this end and back and forth. So, yes. So you will not go outside from the Luxor all the way to the end of the convention center. You don't have right there. So you will walk all the way to there probably every single day. So here's what you're going to be doing. Avoid the casinos as much as you can. You have to walk through them to get to the convention center. Got the House of Blues here if you wanted to go check that out. I don't know what this one is. Looks fancy. The aquarium. So he should be having fun. So here's kind of like a lay of the land. So this is like the exact opposite. So here's a convention center down here. There is this long walkway with the Border Grill that we'll be walking by every single day. And then it comes into here, the casino, and this is where like Mandalay front bay desk is. Or you're going to come through and go up to the Luxor and walk past all of the shops on the way to the Luxor. Yes, it's basically walk through a mall, then a casino to get here. Or if you're at Mandalay, walk through the casino and then pass a bunch of places to eat to get to there. So a lot of walking. You won't get lost. Yep. They'll have signage and things like that. Pretty easy. But there's a lot to do. If you'll notice, there's a lot of different places to eat. They will get busy. There is a Starbucks right here, and the line will go like all the way out. So if you want your morning coffee, figure that out, or come early to Starbucks. Yes. Yeah, so there's a lot of good things. Just to zoom in here. Interesting. So the convention center, it actually has 3 levels. So there are going to be stairs, and it is huge. So get ready to walk all around everywhere. Lay of the land, you'll probably start walking in. Where are we? This way? This is I-15. Nope. What is this? That's a road. I don't know where all of this is. Memorize it. So we have a WhatsApp. If you are not on it for KW Family Reunion 2025, scan the code, get a part of that, because as things are going on or random things are happening, that is where it's going to be shout out. Last year, I remember someone said, "Hey, we have extra tickets to a Cirque show. Who wants them for free?" And no one said anything, so I went to a Cirque show for free. It was the Love one that it wasn't very good. Like it was fun. I had a good time, but I wouldn't I went with Josh Barrett as my date. So yes, definitely jump on. A good place if you're like, I want a friend to go eat somewhere, or I'm gonna go do this cool thing and I don't want to do it alone. Those kind of things are gonna be on here. Also, as you were going, if you want to go to a specific class and you realize there's a different class that you would also love, good way to communicate with each other and try to have someone take notes for you or collaborate on some of those. Let's watch this awesome video about family reunion and what KW says we should know before we go.
Family Reunion 2025 is here, and I'm going to introduce you to the app that will help unlock the event's full potential.
Yeah. Questions as you were doing that? I'm grateful that we are a tech company that finally has everything built into Command. I would hate to download a different app every family reunion. So this is really nice. I would suggest go through and find everything that you want to do. I'm a fan of his flow. Start with the speakers and then move to the topics. Sometimes the topics are a little misleading. Like Clay is on a panel. Don't you see Clay? Yeah. He's talking about global luxury. Yeah. So misleading title to hear an awesome agent. So start start with the people that you want to see and that you know that are awesome. If you've heard their name before and done any of their classes, I would start there and then move into topics and things that you want. There is a load more or showed more button. I was trying to look for something earlier and I was like, well, this is dumb. None of these options seem to fit for what I want. And then I clicked that button and all of the options were there. So maybe all of you knew that, but if not, you were dumb like me and you had that problem. So get on, load up your schedule. It's real nice to have a game plan as you're going into this. Questions before we move on to what is my favorite part? When are we partying? We'll talk about schedule in a second. So before you go, to get the very most out of family reunion, you should actually do some self-reflection. I, every year, write down 2 or 3 things on the top of a notebook of what do I want to learn? Like, what do I need to get out of this to make it worth the investment that I did? There are so many things that you're going to learn, and you are going to come back with way too many to-do things. But if you at least know what do you want to get out of it, you can start with that. So I would suggest this week, figure out what do you want to get out of this week at family reunion. Write it down. What sessions are most relevant to my business? That might flow from what do I want to learn. The other thing that I write down is I write down who do I want to meet? Like if there was like this ideal person out there, who do I want to talk to? Probably not Gary Keller even, right? There's probably someone else that's like in my job that has done it before me, that is doing it better than me, that solved all of my problems, that if I met that person and took them to lunch, I would probably learn way more. So I would write down who do you want to meet and go find this person. As you're talking to other people, like if someone's like, oh, I wish I met an agent that sold $1 million of commission, but just had one assistant. I would love to talk to them. You could be like, oh, that's someone in my market center. Heather Groom did that. And so then you could now connect them. So as you have a very specific person, you can describe that to other people and they might be able to connect you with someone like that. And then what's your plan for following up with the people? Clay and I have set referrals to the same person. Where is he? Portland? Mark Fox. So long. Yeah, he sends them to us. Yeah, we have definitely sent more to him. So maybe it's because he's got a cool name like Mark Fox. We remember it. But so how are you going to follow up with them? This could be as simple as you throw them in command, you tag them as a referral agent, and you could run a campaign to this. I still get marketing emails from someone I met years ago. I don't even remember at what event. I know that she's in Arizona, and she sends me a 36 touch type email every single month. And I guarantee that I am just in command for her and she is doing a follow up like that. So, what's your plan for following up with some of these people that you want to follow up with? Let's talk schedule. We have a few don't miss classes. Gary Keller with the vision speech is Tuesday at 8:45 a.m. This is Las Vegas times. So if you're putting these in your calendar, they are on a different time zone than us. Remember that. 10 Bold Truths with Gary Keller Wednesday at 8:30 a.m., which means that Tuesday night, don't party too hard because we're starting at 8:30. Mega Agent Panels, Gary Keller interviewing people, 9:45 on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know how Clay didn't meet our bullet point list here. Yeah, maybe there's a whole slide for you later on that we added in. Um, the keynote Thursday at 9 a.m. Do not be late to that one. Inspirational morning is Friday at 9 a.m. to 10:45. Now, I know a lot of you might drive and things like that and decide when to leave. Definitely after the inspirational morning. Whenever I don't go to it, I'm like, it's fine. And every time that I've gone to it, I'm like, this was the best part of family reunion. Like, I feel great. I have a plan for my business and I have a bigger purpose and a bigger why to go do awesome things. And so I always feel so much better when I go to that. That being said, I'm flying out Thursday night. It's my son's birthday on Friday. I got to get back. So I have a reason. But I would suggest definitely go to the inspirational morning because it might be your favorite part and it is nothing business. It is like the awesome that we're able to do. So usually they bring in great people that have achieved so much in the giving community. And so that's awesome. Some other things. There are a lot of different sections to go into. So we highlighted a few of these, like tax strategies, things like that. So this is all taken from the Command app. Go to Command, click on Family Reunion. If you click on Team Building or Wealth Building listings, these are some of the classes in here. I would start to read through a few of these. Again, figure out who the instructors are and then go from there. There are going to be some that have great sounding titles and they're not very good. And you won't know. This is why I like to have a backup class, not for if it's full, like he was saying. I want to, like, if I sit down and 10 minutes into it, I'm like, this is dumb. Like, I should be on that panel. And everyone I talk to before the class, I'm like, they want to know me and I don't want to know them. Like, I'm in the wrong room. Then I will get up and leave that room and go to my backup class. That is completely fine. People are coming and going constantly. No one is getting offended. I don't know. Maybe if you walk out of Clay's class, he might get offended, but besides that, no one else will. Yeah. That's why I keep highlighting it so much. Well, and Novalee sent out that link to Facebook. The very first class that they're like, this seems really cool, like a cool class. It was Clay's. Yeah, Bob Lucido will be there. He'll be good. So, by the way, some of these times may still change or places. Hopefully they're smart and they're using what we're marking in Command on where these classrooms are going to be and things like that. So if something gets too busy, they'll put it in a bigger room. Hopefully they're smart like that. So times and locations might change. So I'd look through it now, put them all together, and then double check that as we get a little bit closer. Usually they're finalized when KWRI leaves, which Novalee said was Thursday. They're going to go down to set them all up. So probably by Thursday it will be finalized. If you have not registered for the masquerade, please do that right now. This is our awards gala in Vegas. They're going to have heavy hors d'oeuvres and a cash bar. And then we're going to give out awards. So this should be fun. The whole region will be there. And Johnny will be MC, probably. You can come as is, Carl. Yeah. Grow out your beard a little bit more, and you're good to go. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I want to wear a mask. I don't know if I'll recognize people and people will recognize me. Deal. Deal. All right. So this is Tuesday, February 18th at 6 o'clock. So this will not be in the Command app. So add this to your schedule. It is in Mandalay Bay in the foundation room. So it will be in the same area. Packing list. Before we talk about this, you'll notice that everything was at Mandalay, right? Even our masquerade is at Mandalay. If you are not staying at Mandalay, you should try to figure out some way to have all of your things for your day. Like, especially if you have an Airbnb offsite, or make a friend with someone that has a hotel room in Mandalay so you're not constantly running so far away to take everything there. You have to almost plan for your whole day. Mike Birbiglia has a joke about this. One outfit for everything. That usually doesn't work at something like this. Whatever you wear to the masquerade, you're probably not going to wear the rest of the day. So you kind of have to figure things out. Packing list. Professional attire for sessions and networking. Comfortable shoes for sure. You're going to be walking. Business cards. If you are not going to bring business cards, like I do not bring business cards, you should figure out a way to get contact information easily from your phone. If you're an iPhone user, then congratulations. We have this cool thing where you just touch phones and it switches contact information. There's also a lot of cool apps that you can download that's like a QR code. So you just say, oh, scan my QR code. Command actually has a QR code built into it that you can utilize for this as well. So I would figure out now how you're gonna like network and talk to people, if it's business cards or something like that. Notebook or tablet for note taking. Definitely bring chargers. There are not a lot of plugs all over the place, and so you'll see people sitting on the floor next to plugs. Bring that extra battery. Headphones if you want to. Don't forget your ID. You'll need that to gamble as well. When I went last year with Hunter, I was gambling with him, and we were joking that he was going to get ID'd at all the tables and no one else would. And one of the dealers was like really offended. He's like, "No, we ID everyone." And then he only ID'd Hunter. Don't forget your medications. Bring a reusable water bottle. They seem to have like little places to fill things up, but not real great. Swimsuit, workout attire. Light jacket. It will be cold in there, so bring a jacket because it will probably be pretty cold. Any other pro tips? What should you bring from your veterans on anything? Yeah. So it's like 40 degrees warmer. Yes, that's the one I was going to mention. Yeah, fill your suitcase with a whole bunch of snacks and things because they are very pricey there. Yes. Um, I think it's in the top left if you click your face and then my business card. Yep. So you can have people scan that. Yeah. So with the WhatsApp, we usually try to sit all together. Yeah. Yeah, and it's already created. If you are not part of the channel, it is created. You should go add yourself. Oh yeah, let's talk about fanciness for the masquerade. How fancy are you going? Okay, so you can't out fancy Jen. She wins. So go as fancy as you want. Yes, there will be people that forget about this. Nope. There will be people that also forget about this and won't show up, and they'll look like me right now and you'll be like, why are you here? Yes. Yes. At the masquerade, at some point, we will take an office photo. Usually it is after all of the awards, before everyone like leaves. So it will be announced in the WhatsApp group, but if you're not paying enough attention, you won't know what's going on. So find some friends. If all of a sudden you look up and everyone at KW Westfield is gone, double check the WhatsApp group, see where everyone's at so you can be part of the picture. Let's see, boost your immune system. There's always people that get sick. Don't be that person. Double check your online presence. It's always good to, like, if you're sharing a bio, like command if that actually is right. Again, set clear goals. What do you want to learn? And that will help inform you of everything. Have a backup plan. Dress professionally. Oh, snacks, water bottle, charger. Practice your elevator pitch. I've never done that. It's probably a great idea. KW Events app, which is command, so for sure. You're going to have some downtime, but not a lot. So figure out what you want to do with that downtime. Like, it gives you like 2 or 3 hours for lunch every day. Yeah. So just have cocktails for lunch. Taking notes. This is one of the things that Shoney showed. He uses otter.ai. It lets you record 30 minutes for free. If you want to pay for it, then you can record the whole thing. You click record, it records the whole thing for you. Then you can have ChatGPT turn that into notes so you can digest. So this is a super easy way if you're like, I want to take notes to not forget anything, but then I also should write things down to better remember it. That is a awesome way to do it. And then that way, if someone's like, oh, will you go to this class for me and I'll go to this class for you and take notes, you actually do a good job of taking notes for that person. Do not switch notes with me because my notes don't make sense to anyone. It is a to-do list, and that's all of my notes. These are the things I need to do and why. So if you want me to take notes, I'll be bad. But I'm going to use Otter this time, see how it goes. So play around with that. Again, stay in touch with the WhatsApp group. Do new things. Try new foods. I feel like I'm talking to my children here. Follow up with people. Leave some room in your suitcase. Unless you're going to bring food, then that food will be gone. Comfortable shoes. It sounds like we can't underscore that enough. Take notes. You're in Vegas, but it is a business trip. What happens in Vegas follows you home. There have been agents that have been asked to leave the company. That's a nice way to put it. They were asked to leave very forcefully because of things that they did at family reunion. Dehired. So remember that this is a business trip and you are representing Keller Williams. Like, don't go crazy. Maybe don't hang out with Carl. Okay, what questions? What else are we missing? Oh, initiation. Who's in charge of initiation for Sarah? No one? Oh, no. You have to request to be added on the WhatsApp. I know he went through and added a whole bunch of people.
Because you're already in. I added it. You're in.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. There's going to be a whole bunch of swag there. Yes. Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah, I would take some time and check out the vendors. Talk around, see what they're doing. Even if you have met with them or talked to them before and it was interesting but not ready for you, chat with them again, see what's different, see what's interesting, and know that technology is not the only solution you need in your business. So as someone's like, we solve every problem because we're a CRM. know that they're probably not going to solve all of your problems. But maybe you will have a problem that they could solve for you and it would be worth the expense. What else? What other questions or tips do you guys have for everyone? Ooh. Should we go back to the first slide? No. All right, group question. What's the best advice you'd give to a newbie?
I don't know who that, the guy is.
Bob Lupito, the number one agent on planet Earth.
Yep, don't know him. Don't know him.
Yeah, his team sells more houses than anyone.
So I would, that might be a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing, this is what's interesting, is Bob's also not the best speaker. Like, I've heard him speak for years, like.
But he's going to be better dressed than Clay, for sure.
Nobody knew who he was, and he blew everyone's mind.
I
Like,
will
he
take
just,
every class, James Habitat.
yeah, like, he's just so good, but he was a nobody when he first took the stage, and now, obviously, he's like VP to Gary. But it's like, so, I mean, honestly, like, as much as we say follow the speakers, this year's a mixed bag. Like, there's a lot of new people. I definitely follow the topics, just always have the backup class in case you get in there and you're like, this is dumb. Just know, like, that you can hurry and bounce out and try to catch another class and salvage your hour.
I have a question. Cause me and Corby are going, and we obviously, like, some of these classes don't relate. Would it be helpful for us to like go get in line to a lunch place and then everybody could just?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes, yes. We give our lunch order.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but-
Get
Get a list of our roster, who's going down,
And
and
we
it's
could
like,
just say.
who do I wanna make friends
We
with,
have a,
and
we have a reservation for 20 people up there.
yeah, like, if you want some time with Carl, go to a class with Carl, but honestly, if you sent out a message like, we have a place in line at Starbucks, who wants a coffee, and you did like a drink.
Oh,
run
we've
for, like,
already
20
done, we've already figured that out.
No, seriously, like that, is-
Like, we are in line.
But you could make reservations at some of these places.
Yeah, we can also make reservations.
well,
We-
keep in
we-
mind,
we
I
did that a
found
lot.
myself running across the main road over to the airport, there's a whole bunch of fast food over there. And so it's just, if you're willing to walk, there's not really lines over there,
Yeah.
not as bad.
But it's.
Okay, well, we'll stay in contact on WhatsApp because I do think that would be helpful. Like, me and Corby will be there.
Yeah,
first in
we're
line.
outside.
Come
We'll go
join
to
us.
some of the-
We have a table for
But-
20 at this restaurant for
Yeah.
lunch. And
Well,
then
that's like
you're
the
in.
best tip, Sarah, like WhatsApp for communication, like
It's
at the end
huge.
of the day, like you're just, if you find yourself lost or alone or bored or whatever, just ping the group and say, who's going to a cool class, can I tag along? And you'll have a bunch of people say, well, I'm going to this class or this class, come join us.
Yeah, say it loud.
There and pick one topic. So one year, like, I decided I was gonna go to all the social media, but now I'm a loser, but I worked really hard, but in the first year I went there, my husband went to wealth building and I went to listings, like, and I took a subject and I tried to focus more on that rather than try to like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, so I could learn everything about that one, and that was my focus for the year. So I don't know if that works for everybody, but this year I wanna try to find the AI topic. You know, and I wanna, I mean, I'll go to a few like really good listing ones or really, but I wanna focus on one thing that I wanna learn this year, and that for me is AI. Cause
Great.
Tony's been teaching it, and I need to figure out how to use it effectively, so that was my thing.
Thinking back, like my first time going to Evergreen, was such a networking event, and I think we underplay that for the years of what we've been doing. But there are so many people there trying to find a referral partner and create those relationships so that then people help you. So, endlessly of that. Really dependent on finding the right. Really good.
Yeah, my advice is all about after the event is you almost need to like figure out a priority for all of these things that all the great ideas that you had. And then you can't do number one or you can't do number two until you finish number one, kind of an idea. Because you'll leave with 10 or 15 great ideas. And if you try to do them all at the same time, you're either not going to do any of them or you're going to do all of them poorly and be like, that didn't work. But if you choose one thing and focus on that and just think, if I do this one thing, my whole business will get better. What's a Jay Papasan? One thing, such by doing it, everything else becomes easier and necessary. That becomes your one thing. Focus in on that. Don't move until the next thing. And then you can have a whole list of all the things that you want to do, but those are your someday goals, someday tasks. But what's your one thing? Okay.
Hey, what other tip, do you spend money in the exhibit hall? Like if you're getting like hooked into homes.com leads or whatever it is, definitely in the WhatsApp group before you spend any money and say, hey, all, I'm interested in this. Have any of you had experience? Because then you'll get the people that say, yeah, I dropped $5,000 with homes.com and it freaking sucks. Let's go grab
Which is a true
lunch,
story.
which is a true story. Let's go grab lunch and I'll tell you the counter argument to their sales pitch. And just because we get suckered into spending so much money on so much crap. I have spent money in those dumb expo, the exhibit hall, because they are such good salesmen and our product is good. Just have a defense. I just recommend, just ask somebody before you sign up for anything. Let's find swag.
And just don't even go to the homes.com booth. The same.
Well, here's the thing. I probably will stop by just to see that they fixed, if they got their house in order yet. If it was an absolute bait and switch last year and it was a mess. And Gary admittedly was embarrassed that he put the dude on stage and made private comments about how that was probably a big blunder. When Gary put the CEO of Homes.com on stage and really promoted it, only to have a bunch of agents sign up. Yeah, it was the CoStar CEO. And then a bunch of people signed up only to realize that it just wasn't what they thought. To their credit though, they actually refunded a lot. Hopefully they made some improvements. I'll probably stop by and ask like, hey, are you guys, come on, you got CoStar behind you. You guys can't do it, nobody can. Even on the next Zillow or not.
The long story, we don't leave nothing to yourself.
So did we.
But it said,
Right.
all these people saw our stuff.
And there's no way, there's just no way. They don't have the eyeballs they claim. Well, I'm always scared, the exhibit hall is one, you carve out a little time to just walk it and see, is there a latest and greatest, new little AI company that's got something real specific for what we're doing. I don't know, it's fun.
My last piece of advice is also a question as well is make sure you're networking within this room, right? I have made some of my best brokerage friends by hanging out with them at events like this. Me and Carl are roommates yeah, every mega camp I call Carl. I was like, who's your roommate, Carl? And he's like, I didn't book a hotel. I was like, good. So you'll make great friendships within our own brokerage. And so my question on that is, when is everyone arriving? Sunday. Who's getting there Sunday? Okay, who's Monday? I'm Monday. There's a CEO summit. You can, it's extra money. Yes. It is my favorite thing every year, and so I always go. It's at noon Vegas time. I'm flying in Monday at my plane lands at 9:30. Yeah. No, I'm Delta. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm early Monday. I'll be there. Yeah.
Heather had 10 houses.
So,
Okay, so make friends as you get there and you're like, oh, I need to eat dinner. Someone else in this room also needs to eat dinner. Just go together. Be friends. Have fun. Get to know some other people in your brokerage. The best part of it.